What's going on YouTube? JT is born here, and welcome back to another edition of my DC comic book reviews. In this video, we're talking about Green Arrow issue number 6, written by Joshua Williamson, and there's actually multiple artists on this particular comic book. We have Sean Isaacs, Phil Hester, and Trevor Hairsine. And I guess you can kind of notice some differences, like in a page like this, but not every page per se. But this issue is titled like Homecoming. So as you know, Oliver Queen has been kind of traveling through time. There was some crazy apocalyptic thing going on, why like an older version of himself made it so, but we come to find out that that might not necessarily have been the case. But there is a reason him and his family have been displaced throughout time, and it was an interesting revelation, which it was one I didn't really like kind of expect per se. But there's something that always happens when he gets close to his family that he goes bloop 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 bloop. But yeah, so you can see this here he's been followed by kind of his older self. There is an Emiko cameo, so that's kind of cool. I wonder why she hasn't been in the main focus of this event for the longest time. But anyways, so Roy and Jade are kind of working together to find out where everyone's at. Dinah kind of yells at about Jade at one point. There is kind of a funny bit there. So they're off in their team. Black Canary's off on her own thing. Ollie and his older version continue to kind of battle with one another. And it turns out that the older version of himself wasn't really like the older version of himself. It turns out to be Malcolm Merlyn. That's right. For those of you who thought he died with Leviathan, he actually is alive, but he has some sort of cybernetic enhancements, and he's been kind of the architect for a lot of the stuff going on, per se. So there's some crazy stuff going on with him. They get this kind of cool cosmic battle, but then again, like Connor kind of comes in at one point to kind of save him, and then like right before Malcolm kind of like gives the final killing blow per se, like Connor's ready to sacrifice himself for his dad. Leanne comes in, and it's kind of interesting because like I was just reading Detective Comics, and you see Leanne in that book, and then you see her in this thing, and like her design is like so different. Her suit kind of looks like not as cool. I kind of prefer her Cheshire get up. I know that's like more her mom than like the Green Arrow fan per se, but I think it looks a little bit better. But anyway, so then they all ends up like in their little whirlpool through time. Malcolm vows that this isn't over, and then they all end up on a beach together, and just so happens that Black Canary conveniently ends up there. Not sure how the whole time placement thing works or whatnot, but they ended up in this spot. Felt a little bit convenient, if you ask me. And then they had their smooching moment. It's like, oh, great, we're all a happy family together again. This is great. But what about Roy? What about her dad, per se? Well, it turns out that Roy and Jade are off kind of investigating things, and they end up being confronted by Amanda Waller. So they end up getting shot, and there's no place left for them to go. So Amanda Waller, that psychotic bitch, is back again to make Roy and Jade's life's living hell. Or, I mean, she did end up shooting them, so are they dead? Are they really going to be alive? I'm sure they'll both be alive, but this is going to be a real major inconvenience. So, Amanda Waller, that nasty that nasty lady. Amanda Waller is a character like I hate, but in the way you're kind of supposed to, because like she's just one of those, she's like a Dolores Umbridge from like Harry Potter. She's so unlikable, like, as a character. But again, you're supposed to hate her. She's a villain. She's a psychopath. She does things that are very cruel and sadistic. There's no sympathy when it comes to Amanda Waller. She's just a really unlikable person. But again, like, it makes me want to root against her. So, like, they do their job effectively at making me hate that character. So, yeah, I mean, in terms of, like, Green Arrow, I think some people I was hearing were saying that this is the last issue. I don't think that's the case. I have to check in the solicitations again, because I think I remember, like, more issues coming out. So, I'm excited to see where the series kind of goes from here. I've enjoyed what Williamson's been doing with the title for the most part. There's a few little conveniences here and there. Like I said, them just conveniently ending up where, like, Dinah's at on that beach. Like, how did she know to go to that beach? Oh, there's always something I felt about this. No, come on. Like, you just give me a break. Like, well, they conveniently ended up there just for that little, like, moment at the end. So, but again, if you like Green Arrow and Black Canary together, then I suppose that's something you could just enjoy on your own, I guess. But, yeah, so there's some good aspects to the issue. I'm kind of disappointed Emiko didn't really, like, play a factor in this arc at all, because, I mean, pretty much most of the fam is kind of there except for her, and, well, I mean, there's other characters too. But like I said, I mean, she should have had close ties with that. But hey, it is what it is, I suppose. Issue still overall was pretty good for the most part, and I'm looking forward to seeing like what happens next. So, but anyways, if you have any thoughts on this particular issue, let me know what you thought of it in the comment section down below. Be sure to like this video, share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel for more content, hit the bell for notifications. That's going to be it for the DC comic book reviews for this week. Be sure to come back later on today if you're interested in other stuff on my channel, as I'll finally be seeing Godzilla -1. So I'm excited about that. It's going to be a lot of fun, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace out.